Well, it's an exciting night. I tell you what, this studio has got lights all around it, coloured lighting, and we've talked about it for weeks, but when you came in the studio, I was a bit shocked because you've clearly ironed that shirt for television audiences.
Well, I have. I slaved away over an iron for at least 20 minutes on this shirt, trying to get it up, trying to get it ready. My wife came over and in 5 minutes tidied it up for me. She mentioned that maybe you need to actually turn the thing up a touch. I thought it was working, but apparently not. She knows what she's doing, so thank you very much to my lovely wife, Sonia, for sorting out my shirt today. I must say, I do love the lights here in the studio at the moment. We've got the gold and the blue going on. Are you an Eagles fan?
No, but this is the colour they said for the footy show, and it matches the yellow ball that we've got here that is in the studio. And look, we've got the red, the Saints flag over here. You got the Panthers flag, which actually is the same colours exactly as Geelong, which they do play tonight. So we're going to have a look at that in a moment. But I do want to just point out, I think you've worn that shirt because for the last 2 weeks, I have given you stick about that horrible yellow thing, that horse rug that you've been wearing, the Adelaide Crows, one of the ancient of days wind cheaters. I don't think it could be in the Adelaide Crows Museum, that thing. Just
so that you know, I've left it to you in my will, my will and last testament. So be good, be kind to it, look after it. I was going to get buried in it, but no. Since you seem to adore it so much,
yes, thank you so much. I can just see it. I'll need to have one of those big rug cupboards that my wife has to put all the sheets and rugs away in. But let's go to the VFL last week, Jason.
Oh, the only thing in worse shape than my rug, my jacket, the VFL. No, I shouldn't say that. Let's have a look at it. We go back to the 9th Footscray taking on Carlton. And I don't know, what's this, 11-7 to 8-7, I think is right. I'm not sure what that other 4 thing is in the front, but yeah, I'm going to say 11-7 to 8-7.
And Box Hill and Werribee fought out a game that saw the boys from Werribee 13-12 to beat Box Hill 8-5. And then Southport, your boys, 24-9, absolutely building North Melbourne, but who isn't at the moment, 7-4. Williamstown, they got 17-13 to beat Frankston 4-7. Collingwood 14-11 to the close one over Coburg 13-13, and Geelong 17-15 to Northern Bullants 11-6. Now, it is a weekend where the SANFL play the Waffle. Traditionally, this weekend too, Jace, was where country football sides would play a community football championship game. Now, I know that the Sunraysia, later on we'll talk about them playing North Central, but the VFL aren't actually playing anybody. They're playing their own game of football. But is that now because VFL can't play anybody?
Well, technically, no, they can't. I mean, I guess they could. There's 22 teams in their competition. And I guess if they wanted to fill a whole heap of Queenslanders and New South Welshmen in the Big V, then I suppose they could. But look, I think while the setup remains this way, and I can't see it remaining this way long term, while it remains this way, no, I don't think they can play state league football because it makes a mockery of it.
And so do we see Victoria play the Allies and they just split this competition back between states again, and is that how they would play?
No, I think what you would do is you'll just see the SANFL play the Waffle on a regular basis. That's a genuine state league competition in both states at the moment. This is some sort of I'm not even sure it's like a Frankenstein league at the moment. It's a bit here from a bit there and a bit over there and all joined together, and you've got this Frankenstein creature that they've created. And at some point, we all know what's going to happen. The VFL is going to have to go back to non-AFL competing teams, and we need... Someone hear me when we say this. We have to have an AFL reserves competition.
All right.
We just have to.
You've said that, and I take that up, and I hope that the people that are moderating the game in AFL House, who probably shouldn't be, are going to at some point listen. Well, they won't have to worry because there's 2 Queensland sides that are playing each other. Aspley and Southport, your boys, I reckon should get up and win.
I think they will. The Sharks, go the Sharks. Casey taking on the Cats of Geelong. I think Geelong will win that.
Port Melbourne get Coburg in a good match of football between these two. Maybe Port.
Yeah, I think Port Melbourne there. Williamstown will beat Sandringham. That should be a good game.
And what about Richmond? They take on Greater Western Sydney at VFL level. Now, we know they play each other at AFL level too. How do you see the Tigers with their depth? Because they've been called upon. They've lost another midfielder after that incident that occurred at a nightclub. We won't go into the detail right now. We'll talk about that more in AFL later. But let's have a look at who wins this VFL match.
Yeah, it's a tough one because GWS is still missing a few from injury as well. So it's all about the top-ups for both clubs. And I think GWS might win that. Okay,
Sydney play Collingwood, and another one. Really good sides at the Sydney reserves, if you like, in this VFL competition. I think we'll beat Collingwood.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they definitely will. You don't have to do much to beat Collingwood at the moment.
No, Box Hill get North Melbourne. You don't have to do much to beat the North Melbourne Kangaroos in VFL footy. Box Hill, the Hawks will be too good.
They will. As long as they turn up, they should get the job done.
Yeah, Essendon and Frankston.
No idea, really. I'm going to guess and say Essendon.
Okay, well, that is a look at the current ladder, or at least the current position of the VFL. And as we get towards where they're actually sitting before this round of matches on the table, we've got Footscray at the top, Williamstown in second, Casey in third, and Geelong in fourth place. And then after that, Southport, Frankston, Collingwood Magpies and Werribee are in your top 8. And then after Carlton, the first side outside of the top 8 in 9th position. We'll leave it there because we're going to come back and take a look at the latest in AFL on the Friday Night Sports Show.